Hi everyone, LoveGB7 here. Yes, I'm really a black mage. That was my big secret. Anyways, I'm here to talk about the 10 years anniversary of Nes Snes Sprites. It's already been 10 years, it's been a good ride. I'd like to maybe just do a little recap with you guys of what happened over the years and whatnot. I suppose the first thing I'd like to say is the site had an inspiration. A long time ago there was a website called rpgicons.com, which was the inspiration for the website. And I went on to actually make my own website, and at first I was only doing, random sprites here and there. For a long time I was even just using individual sprites. I wasn't even making sprite sheets. One day I had a submission for the website by somebody named GoMR, and that actually went on to maybe a great friendship, and we've been friends ever since. So it's been a very long time. And I'm just gonna have to look at my notes frequently because I have a lot of topics I wanted to cover. I won't try to make it too long. So I'd like to say that if it wasn't for GoMR, actually I would still not have made any decent sprite material. He had somebody submit something to his own sprite site that he started, retrogamezone.co.uk, and found out that it was later stolen material from another website. So that kind of gave me the inspiration to just remake the whole sprite sheet from Mega Man X for him. So all the sprites of X were actually my first sprite sheet. And over the years, we've had several web hosts. So we started off at free web hosting service. The first one ever was on Angel Fire. We then moved to Powwow, which does not exist anymore, with another free service, and then BraveNet. From then on, we actually decided to get our own domain name. I think it was around 2003, maybe late 2003, early 2004. And we were with a company called GeoHost, and then we more recently moved on to GoDaddy because of the cost of hosting being a lot better on GoDaddy. So we've had actually a few versions. The first version of the site was the one that was started in 2002, and that actually was a title theme to the whole thing. I'm not sure. I used to listen to that song while I was working on the site. It's kind of a rude song. It's from the South Park movie. It's the Terrence and Phillip uncle-related song, and it's kind of become the unofficial anthem of the website. So the version of the site that you saw today on the site, if you've been on the site, is actually like the index page is made to somewhat look like the original layout, which was obviously rudimentary at the time. So I just thought I'd do a little artistic thing today by putting the first version on the index page. And the second version was actually something I learned in college. We learned a bit of web design, and unfortunately I lost all of the graphics for that layout. It actually was like a wheel design, and the buttons were mouse overs, and it was kind of like a wheel navigation in the center of the index page, which was kind of neat. Unfortunately we lost that. Version 3 was themed after the, I'm not sure what you call it exactly. It was from Mega Man X6. It's the armor that's like a ninja for X in Mega Man X6, and there was these kind of metal paneling in the background, and obviously my web design is not it's not my forte. So I'd say version 4, which I believe went on in 2005, was kind of one of the worst versions of the site. It was themed after the Night Elves from Warcraft, and it was kind of a pink, purple, green theme with vines and whatnot. Some of you might have seen some of the other versions of the site. Most of you probably came on board because of the soundtrack, so you would have only seen the current version. So that's it for the website version. Let me see what else I have on the agenda. Yeah, I'd like to say maybe the thing I was most proud of, I'd say, my biggest project was getting all the sprites from the 52-in-1 cartridge that I had as a kid. It's which I found out now that it was a pirated copy, but you know, when you're 6 years old, you don't know that. And I just went on in 2003 while I was in college and decided to just get all the sprites from all the games on the 52-in-1. And if you go to the Nes section, you should see it in there. And it's basically the biggest project I've done, I think. While the Uni-Racer sprites is like kind of insane, like the SNES game Uni-Racers, I ended up with what, like 30,000 sprites because of recolors. Okay. And believe it or not, at one point we actually, I think it was on version 1 of the site, there actually was a chat. So you could actually go in and chat with other users of the website, which obviously didn't work because there was never enough people on the site at the same time. So just thought I'd throw that little tidbit in there. We've had a lot of people submit sprites over the years. I have the list right here. So I'm just going to read you the list of contributors. Ones that were one time only or just a few. There was Dark Devil. We had Earth Trade. Forgiveness 999. We had Fuzzy, which at the time submitted mostly animated sprites. And we had actually also Sub Matthew, Tech Station, Slice Warrior, and Tomato from Starman.net actually was kind enough to allow us to post his Earthbound sprite, which I'm very glad because I would not have wanted to go through the whole thing to do that. So more recently, we've had one submission from Miyamoto. And of course, GoMR actually sent, it was the first one to submit sprites to the site ever, which is my great friend now. Actually, my wife, whose alias is Nubio36, back in college, she was doing a lot of RPG sprites too, so it was kind of interesting. Let me see who else I have. Okay, so we had a recent sprite submission from Patty also, and of course, last but definitely not least, the largest contributor to the site now is Delio the Hedgehog, which I've been posting an onslaught of updates for in the last several months, and there's still quite a lot left, so thank you very much for that. I really appreciate your submission. And actually I was forgetting Bruce Juice. He was submitting a lot of stuff back in the day. I haven't heard from him in a very long time. I tried getting back in touch, but I never got a reply, so let's see what else we have on the agenda. Okay, so we're almost done, I suppose. The other thing that I'd like to mention is that back, I think in 2003, when me and GoMR were really into spriting together, we actually made a holiday that was for sprite ripping, and it was called Spriting Day, which you were ripping Sprite and you were eating chips and drinking Sprite. So it's kind of a still thing there, but we've been still keeping it going. It's March 5th. We're not happy with the date. We might actually change the date to June because there's always something bad going on in March. And more recently, I'd say, I think it's been about 2.5 years, I decided to add soundtracks, MP3 files, which most of you have probably known by now, to the website. At the same time as I posted version number 5 of the website, which is the current version. It's been linked to the YouTube channel, and over the years we've had a few problems. We've had a few people like cause a lot of trouble, and fortunately it was resolved, and I still managed to keep my will to continue to do the website. So more recently, I can only work on a website due to my disability because I got a severe drug reaction last year, and kind of working on the website, kind of keeping my psyche up. So that, and of course the fact that I'm a black mage, and I'm awesome. So actually, I wanted to mention also that the first soundtrack I ever did, the reason why I actually started doing the soundtracks is because I wanted the music to the Blue Marlin. It's a deep sea fishing game on NES, which was like one of my favorite NES titles, even though it's weird. And so I did the soundtrack to that, and then I'm like, oh, why don't I do this one and that one, and well, I might as well do this one, and it kind of just went out of control. Now there's just like a crap load of them. So. I think that covers about every topic. Yep, that's pretty much all I needed to talk about. Anyway, I've taken a lot of your time already. So thank you all for all your support over the years and your kind words, because I often get I talked about how we've had a few problems, but I get a hell of a lot of compliment from you guys, and it really makes it worthwhile to keep working on the site. So thank you very much for that, and hope you guys still enjoy the website for years to come. Hope no major problem arises, and here's to hopefully another 10 years. So this is Log GB7 for the 10-year anniversary of Nes Snes Sprites. So I'll see you there on the website. Black Mage over and out.